Job done in the end. Yeah, obviously when he scores that worldie of a goal, you start to think, here we go. But a good goal from Jan, a really good goal. Two quality goals, I have to say, in the first half. Settled us down, and then we took control of the game in the second half and played better football and scored some good goals. Nice for Elton, obviously, to get two good goals. And we're into the next round, which is our aim before the game tonight.
What did you think? Did you get the second goal at a good time?
Yeah, you know, started the second half. You know, the first goal was a good goal, at the time just before half time, because you know, that settled us down a little bit. And then we said about playing more football and we control more of the game, and we pushed them back. And you could see at the end of the first half, the last 10 minutes, we started to control the game and push them back. So if we made more passes, we'd make them run a bit more, and therefore more gaps would appear. And then it was about the final bit, the end product, the crosses, the final bit near the goal, and making sure we protected our attacks and stopped them from counter-attacking, which we did really well, counter-pressed really well. And we scored some good goals and deservedly won the game in the end.
What did you think went wrong in the early first half?
Not a lot, no. Look, other than the lad scoring an absolute worldie from 25 yards, we started the game brightly. We were on the front foot, we had the ball near the goal. I think they had one chance that he put past the near post. It's always going to be difficult for 20-25 minutes. They're full of energy, they come out flying out of traps, and they can go for it, and they certainly did. We weren't expecting it to be. I think it was this round last year, it was taking an injury time goal to win at Spartans. They're not easy games, these. So it's not what went wrong, it was just that's sometimes how the game goes, and you have to deal with them moments. And thankfully we did.
Should we be down to 10 men?
Yeah, brilliant.
Expecting more from him as he gets a bit fitter and sharper?
Yeah, that's why we left him on. It was important for him to get 90 minutes because he's not had a lot of minutes so far this season. But Elton showed what he's about. You know, he's a finisher around the penalty area, the goal inside the penalty area, and he'll bring energy and plenty of enthusiasm and endeavour at the top end of the pitch. He's not hard. He's hard to handle for 90 minutes because he's got good balance between speed and endurance, so he can keep going and keep running for long periods, and that means he's hard for defenders to keep him quiet.
I think Hearts fans should be excited by what he can bring to the team.
I'm sure they're excited by what they've seen tonight, yeah. And coming on against Aberdeen, I thought he made a difference as well. So initial start for him has been really positive, but again we've got he's not played a lot of football for a period, and it'll take him a period to adapt to the style of play, his new teammates, how we want to play. Even this week we've been showing him different things about how we defend. It's different from his last club from the front, and also where the runs and what we want him to do in attack, and that's different as well. So we try not to give him too much information when he comes in through the door because he's got a lot to think about. We don't want to overload him. Just try and let him relax into our environment, and hopefully he'll flourish.
How important was it for Jan and Kenneth Vargas to have big moments tonight?
Yeah, no, it was. That's no surprise that Jan does that. He practices that a lot in training. He often goes against Dhanda and Fullers after training, and he'll consistently whip it in that corner from virtually that position. He does it on a consistent basis, and that just shows you the power of good practice. Jan's got that quality. I've seen that for a long time, and it was a really nice moment for him. Give him a lift, and Kenny as well, although from where I was standing it might have been over the line.
How important was it to get Gerald back on?
Yeah.
How excited are you to have him back as an option?
Yeah, no, it's good. Obviously I've seen him play at the start of the season, and I know he did very well against Rangers right at the start of the season, and he's been out for a long time, but he's a good boy. Really like him, happy, enthusiastic every day, smiling, and he's worked hard to get back in this position. So it was a nice moment for him, but we've got Dan and Adam there as well, so he's got some competition.